Okay, all right. Welcome, everybody. We're now to our Arlington County Board recess meeting. It's been 18 hours since we were last together in this room, something like that. It's delightful to see everyone back here together. I'm still Board Chair Libby Garvey, Vice Chair Takis Karantonis, and we've got members Matt DeFrantis, Susan Cunningham, and Maureen Coffey, and we all have gotten through last night's meeting, and we're here again ready to do more good work. And we get to start with recognitions and proclamations, and then we'll have some board reports, but I'm going to turn it over to the manager for a number of fun and interesting topics.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We're going to flip the order here a little bit. We're going to start off with recognizing the Arlington Addiction Recovery Initiative Community Volunteer of the Decade, the century, something like that, I don't know. We're recognizing Jim Dooley for 5 years of volunteer service to the county through his commitment to AARI. And I'm going to ask Emily Sickfelin to come up here, and we have a whole bunch of other folks from AARI. But Emily, if you could come up and introduce Jim.
Good afternoon. Nice to see you. Turn the microphone, push the button. You're good.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so in the interest of not rambling about Jim, which I could probably do for at least an hour, I actually wrote remarks, which I was joking to everyone about, something a little out of character. But so thank you for having me. I am going to read from my remarks. So I have the great honor today of recognizing Jim Dooley for his dedicated service to Arlington Addiction Recovery Initiative, better known as AARI. AARI is our community-wide opioid stakeholders group. And today I will speak about his work with AARI, but I'd be remiss if I don't at least acknowledge all of his other dedicated service to the county. He has years of dedicated service to Arlington CERT, and he currently serves on the CSB Substance Use Disorder Committee. So Jim has a lot of time volunteering with us, but today we're talking about AARI. So back in June of 2019, AARI was just 2 years into its work to combat the opioid epidemic and slowly making progress to expand treatment access, decrease supply, and getting the life-saving medication Narcan into the hands of our community members. Around that time, Jim approached me and asked if he could volunteer. At that time, we didn't have any volunteers, and I had no clue what we would do with a volunteer, but he was enthusiastic and he seemed really nice, so we just kind of, Suzanne and I talked about it, and we said, sure, come volunteer with us. And since that day, he has taught us how meaningful volunteering is and how much a dedicated volunteer can do. He took us from June 2019, we had given out just under 600 boxes of Narcan, to today we've given out over 10,000 boxes of Narcan. He helped model to us what a volunteer could do and encouraged us to bring on more volunteers. So now we have an incredibly robust volunteer network, and we even have a staff dedicated, Marty, to managing those volunteers. So this work has been impacted so much by Jim. His leadership, his encouragement, his energy has guided our work and encouraged us to kind of stick with a lot of it. Since AARI started, we've seen a substantial decrease in overdose rates. We did see a little increase during the pandemic, but even during the pandemic, that was significantly less than the rest of the state saw. Jim, I'm not really following my remarks, but through this work, he taught us how a strong volunteer could help expand our work through our partnerships with all of our community members, and unwavering dedication, commitment to the cause, and his leadership has modeled to us what we can do to improve our community, what one passionate person can do to improve our community. So, thank you, Jim, for 5 years and countless hours of volunteer work with AARI. Here's hoping 5 more. I got a little, maybe 5 more in me. All right. Thank you so much for having us. I have an award for him.
Hey.
Thanks.
It's a fancy award.
Oops, I broke it. I broke it already.
I should have hot glued it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Maybe we do a picture before he leaves?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Picture.
Oh, yeah. I think he gets to say some remarks, though. Is that all right?
let him speak?
I would love to hear something from Mr. Dooley, yes.
So, okay, so the first thing I just want to say is, as I've said before when I've come before the board, I'm a happy resident of Arlington County. So just take that for what it is. So helping Emily reminds me, on 9/11, after we got out of DC, my wife and I decided we'd walk over to Virginia Hospital Center to donate blood. And there was a nurse in the scrubs, in her scrubs, exhausted, in the median handing out flyers saying, please don't come to the hospital, go somewhere else to donate. And I'm like, wow, that person should be in the hospital helping people. And then I went to one of Emily's training, and I'm like, well, this person's actually an expert in helping individual people. I could do the training part, and she could do something else. And so, because I'm not that smart, and I thought, well, this would be pretty easy to do. But we're both master trainers for the state. It's been an honor to teach like 2,500 people in Arlington, and the one thing that I take away from it is how prevalent substance use is in our community. Everyone knows somebody. Sometimes we don't acknowledge that, but they're our neighbors, they're our friends, and we should try to help them live a better life. And thanks for your support.
Thank you. I have to say, I pull out of my purse here. So one of those boxes is mine. Thank you. Actually, this is my second one. Thank heavens I've never had to use it. But whenever I leave without, if I change my purse, I remember I put that in because I'm so afraid that the one time I need it, I won't have it. So I don't, whatever you're doing a good job, because at least I got it. Thank you very much. Thanks so much for everything you do. Picture, come on. So if you can, Emily, if you want to come close, we like to be the backdrop.
Cool.
So you can stand right here and we'll be the background. Yeah. Yeah.
Great, I like that. That's really, whoa, we're so close. Okay. All right, perfect. 1, 2, 3, say Narcan. Got it. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. All right. What's up next, Mr. Schwartz?
I could have sworn I saw Alfonso come in.
Yes, you
Door.
did, but he walked out too, but he'll be back soon.